Playing with Power MTG. Powerful cards, powerful formats. Be sure to check out Dragon Shield for all of the best accessories to protect your decks. TCG Player for cards at great prices while supporting local game stores. And Patreon where you get awesome benefits for your direct support.
Mike here playing, it's like mono blue, mono brown kind of artifact Mystic Forge combo deck. Looks to abuse Mystic Forge and artifacts to eventually kill the opponent with Walking Ballista or Aetherflux Reservoir.
Shawnee here playing some Cephalid Breakfast. It's a control combo deck. Let's try to put Nomad's Anchor, Cephalid Illusionist, or Shuko on the battlefield, mill and win with His Oracle.
Okay, I am going to start us off with an Ancient Tomb into a Lotus Petal. Take 2. From Ancient Tomb, cast Grim Monolith. I'll crack Lotus Petal. Cast Karn the Great Creator.
That's a Karn.
I'm going to search my sideboard. I'm going to grab a Voltaic Key. I will pass the turn.
Draw. Play Misty Rainforest. I'll fetch, go to 19, grab a Tundra, and I would like to ponder. Draw a card and I'll pass a turn.
Untap, draw. I will -2 Karn down to 1. I search my sideboard for a card. I will put a Liquid Metal Coating into my hand. Play a City of Traders, cast Liquid Metal Coating. I will take 2, cast Voltaic Key. Then I will use the other floating mana to untap Grim Monolith. I will pass. In your upkeep, I'm going to Liquid Metal Coating your Tundra.
Float a blue. I'll have the ability to resolve.
Yep.
And then with that blue, I'll cast a Brainstorm.
Sure.
Brainstorm resolve. I move to draw. Blue to Delta. I'll fetch, go to 18. Grab a Tundra. Cast Nomad's Anchor. Pass the turn.
I will untap and draw something good. Tap Liquid Metal Coating targeting one of your Tundras.
Yep.
And then I'll take
Plus
up Karn, yep, plus it to kill it. So we will take Key, untapping Liquid Metal Coating. Then I will cast a Lotus Petal. I will pass the turn. In your upkeep, I will Liquid Metal Coating your Tundra.
Blue to blue. Let the ability to resolve. Move to draw. We're gonna fetch basic plays. I'm gonna swing out 1 for a card. We'll play another Nomads. I'll pass a turn.
Tap, draw something good. I'm gonna tap City of Traders and Ancient Tomb. I'll take 2. I'll cast the One Ring.
Pretty good.
I will activate it, put a burden counter on it, and draw a card. Cast a Mox Opal. I'll activate, we'll take a Key to untap the One Ring, and then I'll tap it, put a burden counter on it, and draw 2 cards. I will cast Manifold Key, leave 2 mana floating, and I will go down to 1 and untap the One Ring. I'll tap it again to try to draw 3 cards. I will play an Urza Saga for turn. I'll put City of Traders to the grave. Tap Liquid Metal Coating, targeting your Tundra, and then I will take up Karn to kill your Tundra. Cast Grim Monolith. Pass the turn.
Draw. Move to combat. So we got Karn.
Yep, Karn is dead.
Urza Saga. Cast a Retrofitter Foundry. And I will pass the turn to you.
This does not untap. Beginning of my upkeep, I'm going to lose 3.
So we're still in the upkeep.
Okay.
We're doing nothing else in the upkeep. We're going to Aurum strategy.
I'll activate the One Ring. In response, draw 4 cards. Okay, I'm silenced. I will draw a card. And then I will trigger Urza Saga, put a counter. Play City of Traders for turn. I will pass the turn.
Draw. Trigger. Blooded Strand. I would like to fetch. Grab an Underground Sea. And I would like to try a Cephalid Illusionist.
Activate will take Key to untap the One Ring. And tap the One Ring to draw 5. Okay, that doesn't seem to help. You got it.
Okay. I would like to activate Nomad targeting Cephalid trigger. Level 3. This Oracle, Teferi, Narcomoeba. I have a Narcomoeba trigger. Alright, so Narcomoeba trigger. Do it again. 2, 3, Narcomoeba. 2, 3, Dread Return. 1, 2, 3. Narcomoeba. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 cards left. Cast this Cabal Therapy, sacrificing a Narcomoeba. I would like to target you. I will name Spatial Contortion.
Ooh. I will reveal my hand. There's no Spatial Contortion. There is an Ottawa, though. That is my hand. Can you see all these cards?
We were dead. All right, cool.
Oh yeah.
Do that. Stack those 3. Cast Red Return targeting Sauce's Oracle.
That happens.
Oracle ETB.
Oracle ETB. I'll take 2 off Ancient Tomb. Oracle ETB on the stack. I will pitch Ottawa targeting Thassa's Oracle.
I'll respond. Build all the 3.
Yeah, you got it. I think we're going to sideboard this way. Forley Line of the Void in to stop Dread Return and his combo. We're going to bring in Urza Saga with the 1 ring, Walking Ballista and Echo Vions out of the main into the sideboard. The reasoning is that we still have other win cons, even without Walking Ballista, and we have to find space for ley lines. So
this will be my sideboard, and we just bring in removal, prismatic ending. Good for ley lines and everything else. So we cut in most of the artifacts in the deck and a Teferi. I'm cutting Force Staff because, as we see, main game plan is card wishboarding. So I don't believe our artifacts will work. We're not gonna cut any of the Shuko's because that's just part of the combo. So we might get lucky. Let's see how it goes.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna start with a pregame.
No.
Void in play.
We got punished already.
I'm gonna start us off with an Ancient Tomb. I will take 2. I will tap it and cast a Defense Grid.
You know what, fam? You got that. We'll play Soul Street Speed. That's fine.
Hell yeah. I'll pass turn.
Play this Flooded Strand of Fetch, Tundra, cast this Nomad's Encore. We'll pass a turn to you.
Draw. I will pass.
Ah!
It was a risky keep. It was risky, but it could have been so busted. It could have been so busted. I was so close. You're cool, man. You just let me know when it's my turn. I don't have shit. I got Defense Grid in play.
I'll tap, I'll keep, I'll draw. Urza Saga, trigger. I'll cast this Brainstorm. We'll swing for 1.
No blocks.
Pass the turn.
I will draw for turn. I'll pass. God damn it.
Love to see it. Draw.
My draws are so good, but they don't do anything.
We're going to swing for 1. Second main. Flooded Strand. Cephalid Illusionist. Fetch. Grab a Tundra and pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I'll take 2. Cast Grim Monolith. And cast a Basalt Monolith. Pass the turn.
Draw. Trigger. Float a colorless. Grab a Pithing Needle. We're going to name Karn the Great Creator. Go to combat and swing for 2. Pass a turn.
Draw. I'll flip 5 here. I'll go to 11. Cast a Mystic Forge. I'll cast the Lotus Petal off the top. I'll tap Mystic Forge, pay 1 life, and I will exile Karn the Great Creator off the top of my library. I'll pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to Wizard Cycle.
Yeah, you are.
Get me a Sauce's Oracle. Draw. Urza Saga, trigger.
Yep.
Cast a Sauce's Oracle.
Pass.
ETB on the stack. We will mill my library into exile.
You got it. Urza's Saga. Enters with 1 counter. I will cast a Manifold Key, and that will be my turn 1.
Draw. Play a Underground Sea and pass.
Draw. Urza's Saga goes up. I will play City of Traders. Cast Grim Monolith. I will float 3. Use 1 of it to activate Manifold Key to untap Grim Monolith. Cast Karn the Great Creator.
We'll go to 19 here. Pitch in a Brainstorm.
Rude. but respectable. Okay, Karn is Force of Willed. That will be my turn.
Draw. Play a Scalding Tarn. Fetch, go to 18. Grab a Tundra. Staff of the Storyteller. Make a 1/1 flyer. Trigger, put a counter. I will pass the turn.
Draw. We're gonna have our Saga trigger up to 3. I'm gonna float a mana in response, and I will go ahead and sacrifice Urza's Saga. I guess I'll just grab another Manifold Key. I'll go ahead and untap my Grim Monolith and play the One Ring. Down to 1 floating.
That's a good one.
So ETB, gain protection from everything until my next turn. Tap the One Ring, put a burden counter on it, draw a card. Untap the One Ring. Tap it again to draw 2 cards. Play Urza's Saga. Trigger City of Traders, goes to graveyard. Cast a Mox Opal. Cast a Grim Monolith. Cast an LED. Maybe I'm just looking to pop off here. Maybe not. I'll just pass turn.
Play a Scalding Tarn. I would like to fetch. Grab a Tundra. I think we're gonna play a Teferi here. Mana 3. Have you pick up the One Ring.
Sure.
I'll save you 2 life.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Draw a card, and I will pass the turn.
Draw. Trigger Urza's Saga up to 2. Float 3 through Grim Monolith. Use 1, down to 2. Untap with Manifold Key. Up to 5. Cast the One Ring down to 1. I'll activate and draw a card. I will float a blue with Mox Opal. Cast a Mox Opal. Trigger sacrificed. And I will activate Manifold Key. Untapping the One Ring. Activate the One Ring. Draw 2. Tap Saga, cast Manifold Key. Let's use this 1 blue. Untap the One Ring. Activate the One Ring. And I'm gonna hold priority, crack LED for 3 blue. Discarding Basalt Monolith, Mesmeric Orb, Echo of Aeons. Their ability resolves up to 3. Draw 3 cards. Lotus Petal. I'm trying to decide if I want to Echo of Aeons here or if I just hope for the best. Do you have how many in hand?
2.
You have 2 in hand. Cast Mesmeric Orb. I will go to Instep.
Untap, trigger,
me in the ass.
mill
We'll see.
3.
What do we get?
Cabal Therapy, Narcomoeba, Mystic Sanctuary.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Narcomoeba trigger. Draw. We'll play a Island. Plus Teferi. Draw a card, remove a counter from the staff. Pass the turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So I'm going to mill 5.
Yep.
City of Traders, Mystic Forge, Echo of Eons, Ancient Tomb, and the One Ring. And my upkeep, I'm going to lose 3 life from the One Ring. Draw for turn.
No, still in your upkeep.
Still in my upkeep. Sure.
I don't want to chat you.
Rude. You got it. Draw. Urza's Saga on the stack. Mox Opal to tap Manifold Key to untap Grim Monolith. I'm gonna mill 1. Mesmeric Orb, mill Urza's Saga, activate Urza's Saga to make a construct token. It's a big chonkin' boy. And then I'm going to use the last floating to activate Manifold Key to untap Grim Monolith again. No mana floating, I mill 1, milled LED. Urza's Saga is going to take up to 3 and I'm going to sacrifice it. I'm going to go search.
Sure.
We'll grab a Mox Opal. This is going to graveyard through Legend Roll. I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb for turn. I think I will just pass the turn.
Untap,
2,
mill
yep.
2, yeah. Delta Saga. Move to draw. Staff of the Storyteller. Make a 1/1 flyer that will trigger these 2. Play a Flooded Strand. I will uptick the fairy. Pass the turn.
You're in step. I'll activate the One Ring. 4, draw 4 cards. Manifold Key to untap the One Ring. Trigger another card.
Yep.
Mystic Forge. Then I will tap it, put a counter on it, draw 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna mill 5.
Yep.
Lotus Petal, City of Traders, Basalt Monolith, Inventor's Fair, Basalt Monolith. Upkeep and
Lose
lose 5.
After you have drawn Cabal Therapy, you sacrificing a Narcomoeba. I'm going to name Karn the Great Creator.
There's a Saga, Defense Grid, Otawara, the One Ring, Grim Monolith, Karn the Great Creator, Mystic Forge, Lotus Petal, Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal. So Karn will...
One card?
Yeah.
Of all of those cards, okay. We're going to draw a card. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. You have free reign, good sir.
Sweet. Okay, this is about to be scary. I'll take 2 off Ancient Tomb, put a Defense Grid on the stack.
Shower Swap, Ponder, take a shuffle. You're no smooth sailing.
Oh, okay. Lotus Petal, cast Mystic Forge. Storm count is up to 6. Cast a Mox Opal, storm count 7. Mox Opal goes to graveyard. I'll tap Mystic Forge, pay a life. Exile top card of library. City of Traders. Activate Manifold Key to untap Grim Monolith. Mill 1. I will play an Ancient Tomb for turn. Cast another Grim Monolith down to 1 floating. We're going to flashback Echo of Eons. Shuffle hand and graveyard into library. Draw 7. I will play a Mox Opal, sacrifice Mox Opal, cast an LED, I'll cast a Lotus Petal, take that up 2. I think we'll go ahead and activate the One Ring, gets up to 6 and I'll draw 6. Activate here down to 3 colorless, we're going to use that to untap your Monolith, milling 1, City of Traders, down to 2, we're going to untap the One Ring, and then activate it to draw 7. We will float a blue off Mox Opal, cast Mox Opal from the top of the library, cast LED from the top of the library, storm count up, cast Basalt from the top of the library, play a Lotus Petal from hand. I'm going to activate Basalt for 3 colorless, and then I'll use the 3 to untap it, Mill Echo of Eons. Repeat that again, Mill Saga, repeat it again, Mill Echo of Eons, do it again, Mill City of Traders, tap for 3 here, cast Basalt Monolith off the top, do it again, Mill Ancient Tomb, do it again, Mill Inventor's Fair, cast a Manifold Key, storm count up, tap another blue to activate to untap the One Ring. I will tap the One Ring to draw 8 cards. Cast a Lotus Petal, I will cast Karn the Great Creator down to 2. Tick down Karn. We will grab an Aether Flux Reservoir. I will use 2 from Ancient Tomb, cast Aether Flux LED for 3 blue, pitching my hand. Flashback Echo of Eons. I'm going to have an Aether Flux trigger, and I'm going to hold priority and crack 4 Lotus Petals for 4 blue. So Aether Flux trigger is going to be for 5, 10, 15, plus 6, so 21. I'm going to gain 21 life. Okay, I'll cast a Lotus Petal, gain 22 life. Cast a Mox Opal, gain 23, pay 50 life to shoot you with Aether Flux Reservoir.
Oh, the 20-minute turn has ended.
Okay,
Alright, cool.
Okay, so Mike is going to be, we're trying something a little different here. We're going to try cutting 4 ley lines, or sorry, bringing in 4 ley lines, cutting 1 LED, 2 Echo, and 1 Mesmeric Orb.
Alright, I'll bring in 3 Prismatic Endings, 2 Force Negation, and a Needle, and cut the Staff of the Storyteller, and that's most of the artifacts. I want Shuko.
The Shini's going to be on the play.
Blue to Delta, fetch. Grab a Tundra, try a Ponder. Take this, and I'll pass the turn.
Draw. I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb. I will play a Lion's Eye Diamond, and I will pass the turn.
We're gonna and Prismatic End in the LED. We'll play a Flooded Strand. I'll pass the turn.
Draw. Play a City of Traders. We're gonna try a Ring. Take 2 damage. All good?
Yep.
Okay, I'll pass turn.
And draw. Flooded Strand. I would like to fetch.
Yep.
There's no effects. I'm just gonna double fetch.
You're good. Yeah, no offense here.
Tundra and a Tundra. Okay, I say Nomad Zenkor. I'll try a Cephalid Illusionist.
I'll activate the One Ring in response. Yeah, you got it.
do the thing.
Yep.
Narcomoeba.
Yep.
Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba. I'll sack the Narcomoeba. Target you. I will name Dismember.
There's a Saga, Ancient Tomb, Forge, Karn, Basalt.
Alrighty.
You got it.
Yeah, sack these 3, cast Dread Return, Oracle.
Yep. Ancient Tomb, Defense Grid, Mox Opal, Lotus Petal. Pass.
So, I'll play Tundra and a Nomad, say Core, and I'll pass.
Draw. 2, go to 16, play Grim Monolith. Cast Mystic Forge. I guess we'll get this out of here. I'll tap Mystic Forge, lose a life. I'll crack Lotus Petal for a blue. Play a Mox Opal. Trigger. List off the top, X equals 1. Pop your Nomads in core. I will pass.
Draw. Brainstorm. Lotus Strand. Fetch. I will cast a Ponder. Pass.
Draw. I'll make a blue mana with Mox Opal. Cast Mox Opal off the top. Cast Lotus Petal off the top. Cast Lotus Petal off the top. I'll tap Mystic Forge, go to 14, and I'll exile the top card in my library. It's an Ancient Tomb. Flow to blue. Cast Mox Opal. Ancient Tomb, go to 12. I'll cast a Manifold Key off the top. Cast a Lotus Petal off the top. 1 here. The colorless, untap Grim Monolith. Cast Karn, the Great Creator. Take him down to 3. I'm gonna search my sideboard. Reveal Lion's Eye Diamond. I will play Lion's Eye Diamond. I will crack it for 3 blue, and immediately use the blue to flashback Echo of Aeons. I'll float a blue. Cast a Mox Opal. Cast a Grim Monolith. Cast Karn off the top. Play City of Traders. I'll minus Karn, and I'll go get Liquid Metal Coating. Cast Liquid Metal Coating. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn. And in your upkeep, I will make your Tundra into an artifact.
Mystic Rainforest.
Draw. Cast LED. Tap Mystic Forge, go to 11. Exile Ottawara off the top. Take 2 off Ancient Tomb. Cast the One Ring off the top. Manifold Key off the top. Crack LED. And I'll pitch a bunch of cards, including an Echo of Aeons. Flashback Echo of Aeons. Let's wheel. We'll play an Urza Saga. Trigger City of Traders. Tap the One Ring to draw a card. Lotus Petal. Activate Manifold Key, untap Grim Monolith. Activate Manifold Key, untap my Grim Monolith. I will minus Karn. I'm gonna search for Mycosynth Lattice and put it in my hand. Tap 2 Grim Monoliths and cast Mycosynth Lattice. I will play Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm gonna crack 3 Lotus Petals for 3 blue. I will crack an LED for 3 more blue, up to 6 blue floating. And discard my hand, which includes Echo of Aeons. Flashback Echo of Aeons. Play Lotus Petal, cast Basalt Monolith. I will just pass the turn.
Go to discard. Go.
Yep. Upkeep, I'm gonna lose a life for the ring, draw for turn. Karn, target your Mysterian Forest, I guess. Play a second Urza Saga. I'll just pass the turn. You're right, anyway.
Discard.
Yeah.
End step.
Yeah, end step. I'm gonna make a construct. I'll tap Liquid Metal Coating, make Urza Saga an artifact. Then I will use my other mana to untap Urza Saga and tap to activate, making another construct.
Oh, discard it compulsory.
Yep. I'm going to lose a life for the ring, go to 7. Float a mana with Saga, it'll go away, this goes up. I'll go find any random artifact that, I'll get Manifold Key, sure. Tick up Karn, targeting my Mystic Forge. Go to combat, attack you with a 4/4 and 2 16/16s.